Hello there. Let's have a frank conversation, shall we? I want to talk about something that happens behind closed doors, in the quiet hours of the night, affecting millions of men just like you. It's a silent epidemic of exhaustion, a creeping sense of decline after 60. You might go to bed at a reasonable hour expecting to wake up refreshed and ready to tackle the day, only to find yourself dragging your feet before you've even had your first cup of tea. This isn't just feeling a bit groggy. It's a profound, bone-deep weariness. The simplest tasks feel like climbing a mountain. Your internal battery just won't hold a charge anymore. Nights become a battleground of tossing and turning. Your mind races with worries or simply refuses to switch off. You wake up multiple times. You stare at the ceiling for hours. Then you finally drift off just before the alarm shatters the silence. This nightly struggle isn't a minor inconvenience. It's a thief, robbing you of energy, your mood, your clarity of thought, and so much more. The knock-on effects are enormous, creating a vicious, hard-to-break cycle. When you're running on empty, motivation plummets. This isn't a failure of willpower or a loss of edge, it's a biological problem. The good news, biological problems often have biological solutions. You don't have to accept waking up defeated. The key is to understand the underlying mechanisms and address them. Now let's connect the dots. It's no coincidence that as your sleep quality begins to falter, other critical areas of your masculine health often follow suit. I call this the triad of decline: potency, daily vigor, and deep sleep. Think of them as 3 legs on a stool. If one leg becomes wobbly, in this case your sleep, the entire stool is at risk of collapsing. You cannot address one of these issues in isolation and expect a lasting solution because they are intrinsically linked by your body's hormonal and neurological systems. Poor sleep is often the first domino to fall, triggering a cascade of negative effects that ripple through your entire life. Deep sleep is when your body undertakes its most critical repair work. Your brain flushes out metabolic waste, your muscles repair microscopic tears, your adrenal glands reset, and most importantly, it's when your body regulates the production of key hormones, including testosterone and cortisol. When you consistently miss out on those deep sleep stages, your cortisol levels can remain chronically elevated. That leaves you in a perpetual state of low-grade fight or flight. This is utterly exhausting and directly suppresses the production of testosterone, the very hormone that fuels your energy, drive, and ambition. Healthy erectile function is not just a mechanical process, it is a barometer of your cardiovascular and hormonal health. Poor sleep sabotages blood flow, nitric oxide production, and hormone balance. So you sleep poorly, your energy plummets, your potency suffers, anxiety rises, and the cycle continues. By fixing your sleep, you are not just fixing sleep, you're rebuilding the other 2 pillars of your masculine health. Are you finding this helpful? Type 1 in the comments if you want more tips. So, what is this powerful natural solution I've been alluding to? It's not some exotic herb or a complex pharmaceutical. It's a humble mineral your body is crying out for, one depleted from modern diets. I'm talking about magnesium. Before you dismiss it as too simple, hear me out. Magnesium is arguably the most important mineral for relaxation and sleep. Many adults, especially men over 50, are deficient and don't know it. It's the forgotten key to unlocking truly restorative sleep. While calcium drives muscle contraction, magnesium enables muscle relaxation. Deficiency can leave muscles in partial tension, cramps, twitches, and restless tossing and turning at night. Magnesium relaxes smooth muscle throughout the body, including blood vessels, which helps circulation and erectile function. It's a cofactor in 300+ enzymatic reactions. It supports energy production, DNA repair, and regulates your nervous system. Magnesium acts as a gatekeeper at NMDA receptors. Low magnesium lets those receptors overfire, producing neuronal excitability. Wired, but tired. Reintroducing magnesium signals your nervous system to power down. It calms neuronal firing and shifts you from alert stress to peaceful rest. It boosts GABA, the brain's brake pedal, the dimmer switch your nervous system needs. Let's dive a little deeper into the science, but in a way that's easy to grasp. Imagine your brain has 2 primary operating systems, the go system and the stop system. The go system is your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight, driven by adrenaline and cortisol. The stop system is your parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, slow heartbeat, repair. As we age and under chronic stress, the go system can get stuck in the on position. Magnesium is the master mineral that helps you engage the stop system. It binds to and stimulates GABA receptors. GABA is the brain's primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. It quiets nerve cell communication, much like a librarian saying shh. Supplementing with magnesium boosts GABA's power, helping hush mental chatter and anxiety that keeps you staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. Magnesium also helps regulate cortisol release. Chronically high cortisol is a sleep killer and disrupts your circadian rhythm. By lowering evening cortisol, magnesium helps melatonin do its job, clearing the way for deep rest. Magnesium relaxes blood vessels and improves nitric oxide production, meaning better circulation, including for sexual performance. It's not a magic potion. It's a foundational nutrient that restores systems for sleep, energy, and potency. Knowledge is only powerful when it's put into action. So, let's create a simple, effective nighttime ritual that you can start tonight. This isn't about adding a dozen complicated steps. It's about making one small, consistent change that will have an outsized impact on your health. The goal is to create a signal for your body and mind that the day is over and it's time to prepare for deep, restorative rest. Consistency is your greatest ally here. Step 1 is to choose the right form of magnesium. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal. I often recommend avoiding magnesium oxide. It's poorly absorbed and can be laxative. Instead, look for a more bioavailable form like magnesium glycinate, bound to glycine, which has calming properties. Magnesium citrate is another option, though glycinate is especially good for sleep. A typical starting dose is around 200 to 400 milligrams. Step 2 is timing. Take your magnesium approximately 30 to 60 minutes before you intend to go to sleep. For example, have your supplement with a small glass of water right after you brush your teeth. Make it a non-negotiable part of your wind-down routine. Step 3 is to create a sleep-conducive environment. In the final 30 to 60 minutes after you've taken your supplement, put away all screens. Read a physical book under dim, warm light. Listen to calming music. Practice gentle stretches. Are you finding this helpful? Type 1 in the comments if you want more tips. Let this be your protected sanctuary of calm. Embarking on a new health regimen can be exciting, but it's important to have realistic expectations. While this isn't an overnight miracle cure, the effects of restoring your magnesium levels can be surprisingly swift. Within the first 7 days, you'll likely fall asleep faster. That racing mind may begin to soften and muscle twitches ease. You might not be sleeping through the entire night, but initiating sleep should feel easier and less stressful. By day 14, benefits become more pronounced, longer consolidated sleep and fewer awakenings. After 30 days, expect a significant transformation, more energy, improved mood, stronger libido, and better clarity. This is where the 3 legs, sleep, vigor, potency, are all being strengthened simultaneously. Waking up should feel fundamentally different, less like a chore and more like a fresh start. While nightly magnesium is the cornerstone, you can accelerate results by pairing it with 2 simple, science-backed habits. Think of magnesium as the spark, and these habits as the kindling. First habit, morning sunlight exposure. Expose your eyes to direct sunlight for 10 to 15 minutes within the first hour of waking. This signals your brain to stop melatonin now and start the 24-hour countdown for tonight, creating a clearer day-night difference. Second habit, manage evening blood sugar. Big carbs or sugary meals close to bed cause a spike, then crash that triggers stress hormones. Avoid your last big meal within 3 hours of bed. If you need a snack, choose protein and healthy fats like almonds or walnuts. Together, these habits set your clock, stabilize nighttime blood sugar, and, with nightly magnesium, calm your nervous system. It's crucial to understand that the benefits of reclaiming your sleep extend far beyond what happens between the sheets. Better sleep, renewed vigor, restored potency, these are just the beginning. Think of it as the epicenter of an earthquake. The initial tremor is a better night's sleep and the shockwaves ripple out. When you consistently wake up feeling genuinely rested, you become more capable, more resilient, and more engaged with the people you love. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to irritability, anxiety, and low mood. By getting deep sleep, your mood stabilizes. Deep sleep cements learning, clears metabolic waste, and sharpens your thinking. You'll notice memory and focus improve after weeks of restorative sleep. The energy you gain is the currency you spend on living a full life. Travel, hobbies, exercise, family time. Decide you won't accept exhaustion as the new normal. You can break the vicious cycle of poor sleep and low vitality. Go to your local health shop or pharmacy, find a good quality magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, and make it part of your evening. Trust the process. Be patient with your body and notice the positive changes as they unfold. Are you with me? Type 2 in the comments to let me know you're still watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and insights. Have you ever tried magnesium at night? Share your thoughts in the comments. Visualize the man you want to be, waking up before your alarm, full of energy,